Good afternoon, guys. So this is just going to be a vlog update of where things are at right now, projects coming up in the future. Yeah, just to have a video just to kind of let you guys know, because I haven't been having videos as frequently lately. So first off, I haven't been working so many side jobs as I used to be working. So I'm just kind of doing my one regular job, and we have started going back to the office more often now. So that kind of limits my time to do other work, building houses or the other stuff that I've been doing. But it also means that I have less money coming in. So less money for materials, less money for projects, but still am doing things. So let's just do a quick run through of where things are now, and let's get to it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. So first thing I guess I wanted to talk about was the electrical. So the electrical is completely done right now. I have all of the wiring ran, even for the CNC and for the air compressor. If you see that black cable wiring cabled up right there, that's going to be for the air compressor that I'm going to get down the road. And the CNC plug wiring is actually wired up as well. And I ended up pulling the wiring out from my press. So Brian, if you're watching, I did have an electrician come by and kind of look over everything that I did. And he suggested to bump it up. I did run I was running 10 gauge wire for the press on a 50 amp breaker. And he suggested bumping it up to 8 gauge wire and dropping down to a 40 amp breaker. So I did do that, and then you can see the black wire. So that's for the air compressor, and then the 10 gauge, which is the gray wire, is for the CNC. I talked to the CNC guys on the phone. The draw on that is actually very low, even though it is 220. It's limited to about 15 amps, I guess. So the electrical is all done. The one other thing that I did do is I added an outlet on the outside of the building up here. I guess I'll walk over there real quick. So I just wanted to have a exterior outlet. Oh, another update is we got some new chickens. You can see them there. Still baby girls, but they're laying eggs. They're really small eggs right now. But those are the, I can't even think of the name of them, the ones with the poofy heads. So we got 3 new chickens to add to the group. There's my outlet that I added on the outside. So inside of the weatherproof box and everything. Another thing that we got done, which I think I probably mentioned, is if you see the flag right there, we had a survey done on our property. So we are going to start working on this back here very soon, which is going to be drilling to put in posts and then putting up fencing. So the idea here is we're going to be setting up a paddock. A lot of this is going to have to get, cleared and mowed, because it's a lot of weeds and stuff that have grown up. There's a couple ohana trees, like this one right here. As you can see, it's dead already. This one over here is dead. So those will need to be taken down. And then this area is going to get fenced, and it's going to go back probably about 200 feet, and then it's going to kind of cut across to the other side of the property, because the road in here is going to kind of go up. It goes this way a little, and then it kind of bends and goes to the other side of the property, where the road will be anyway. So the paddock on this side is going to follow the road, and then this side is going to be on the property line. And then, like I said, about 200 feet or so back, it'll go across. And then that area is going to be where the chickens are going to be housed, turkeys, and then we plan to get goats as well. So just moving along. So another thing that we've been working on is trying to improve the carport area, I guess. So I know I showed in a previous video, I built the deck on the back, which is right there. I still haven't built the stairs yet because we have to get some more Trex ordered. But what I started on now is building a gardening table. So there used to be a pile of wood here that's been moved. And then there's also a sink, a big sink that I'm putting in because I want to be able to give the dogs a bath. So that is a 24-inch by 40-inch sink. So I'm doing a video on this, so I won't really bother showing too much of it. And then the next thing after that I'm going to get started on, it's kind of sunny now, it's nice. It was raining a little bit this morning when I went to work. The next big thing, I guess, is the shed. So the shed is pretty much empty now because everything's been moved to the garage shop. So what's going to happen in this space is we're going to actually finish this out, and then this is going to become a studio space for my wife. So I have all the drywall to finish this out. We have flooring. So we're just doing the luxury vinyl planking, kind of a grayish, bluish wood pattern that my wife likes, so that's what we picked out. So this room is going to get totally finished out. I do have to do a little bit of electrical work in here. Basically going to add, there is an outlet in here already, so I'm going to turn that into a switch. We're going to add some lights. I'm going to add an outlet over on this wall, an outlet here, and probably an outlet there, just so that there's some power in here. There's lights in here. And then of course there's a regular size, a 36-inch door there, and then we have the barn style doors here on this end. So that's going to be happening here soon. I have been running the shop on the generators you see over there. Hi, buddy. Hi. Hi, Hati. So when I have been working in the shop, I've been running on the generator. As you guys know, the lights and everything actually are on an extension cord coming from the house. I am starting to shop for solar. I've gotten a couple, I've gotten one quote and I'm waiting back on another one from a different company. So that's going to be an expensive thing, but got to do it. Probably like 25 grand, something like that for the system I'm looking at, because I want it to be big enough to run the shop and the house. Boys, quiet please. So yeah, a lot of the stuff that was in the garage pretty much went into this room, into the CNC room, so that's why it looks kind of crowded in there. Another thing that I've been doing is I started working on my first knife that's going in the shop. It's very rough right now. It's still being ground. This is like a Nakuri style Japanese chef knife. It's going to have this curly mango handle. So that's my first knife. It fully is being built in the shop here. I do have other knives that I pulled out of storage, which are not that drawer. Yeah, so I have a bunch of knives in here and handles that were all kind of in the process. I'm also making a video about making this knife, and I show more of the other knives and whatnot in there too. So that video is going to be coming up soon, maybe in the next few weeks. It's going to be a bit longer because I'm actually going to have to send this blade up to my buddy in California because he's going to do some laser engraving on it for me. But yeah, other than that, everything's just moving along. I think that is pretty much everything up to date. Another thing too is we've been starting the very loose plans. We're going to be building an ohana, which is like a mother-in-law suite, I guess, or like basically a little house on the property. That's what they call an ohana here. So we started looking at the front since we got our survey done, and we know like exactly where our pins and everything are now. We were looking at the front clearing basically like a 80-foot by 80-foot area right along the road. So basically from where our driveway is over to the property line, and then about 80 feet from the road back into our property. And then we're going to be building an ohana there, which is going to be most likely like a 1-bedroom, probably like an open, kitchen, living room, dining room, kind of, open floor plan for that part. I don't have a lot of details on that because we're just, like I said, just discussing it and figuring it out. But that's probably going to be the next, like, very big project coming up. But of course, I'll be doing videos on that as well. And that's something that we're looking to do as a either a rental or possibly even an Airbnb. Once we get to that point, I guess we'll make that decision because it's going to be a ways off. But yeah, so that's like a little further down the road as far as projects, but that's where I am now. That's what's happening. I've been getting more active, I guess, on my Instagram page, showing updates of, making knives and the process and stuff. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, the link is always in the description, as well as my website. If you want to buy t-shirts, support the channel, like that kind of stuff is always in the description. So I guess that's going to be it. Just a quick video showing where everything is right now, what's going to be coming up. Oh, those chickens are called silkies. I don't know why I couldn't think of it earlier, but yeah, they're silkies. They have really poofy heads and like feathers on their feet. My wife thinks they're cute. That's why we got them. So anyway, guys, I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in, and aloha.